the same. Yeah, tell them it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then like an episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same, boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C-Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great Steph Curry with the shot. Boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, it's like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then like an episode about the part we not the same.
All right, yo, we are back. What episode we on? Episode 59 of season 2 of the Not the Same podcast, hosted by this one word, C-Micah, and that other one word is not here. I don't know where that dude at. No, Robert Deem is not here tonight, man. It's just me, myself, and I, but I'm here, man, tonight to be able to start the show, man. Miss my brother, man. He out on parts unknown. You know what I'm saying? His brother on the road somewhere enjoying himself for a little vacation, man. But I did not want to leave no one without any sports topics, as we always do with the Not the Same podcast, man. So if you're watching this right now on Facebook, YouTube, pirated stream, anything, anywhere you watch it, man, do what you see on the screen in just a few seconds. You know what I'm saying? Number one, hit that like button as soon as it gets to move. Come on, man, you gonna move? All right, number one, hit that like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed to the Not the Same podcast. And lastly, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we are live, as we are right now, for the Not the Same podcast show. You know what I'm saying? Once again, if you have not heard, did not see, in my opening salvo, so to speak, my brother Rob's not with me tonight. I would be solo dolo handling this thing, man. But, hey, we're going to knock it out. We're going to handle our business, man. Salute to my brother, man. He getting some well-needed rest. You know what I'm saying? That brother does this. He got a job. He got a very stressful job, man. So my brother need a day off. He deserves a day off, man. So this man taking some little time off. He'll be back with us next week. Also, man, we want to shout out all our rebroadcasters. Number 1, Light Show TV. Number 2, Takeover Radio. Praise 365, RYC Praise News, and the Kingdom Now Network. Big salute to them. Also, we want to shout out MTNV Network. You see them at the bottom, as my brother Rob always says. 520 Collective, Parable Radio, and His Hop Radio Podcast Network. Shout out to all the rebroadcasters of the Not the Same podcast. And if you would like to be a rebroadcaster, go right ahead and do that thing. You know what I'm saying? Send us an email and we can knock that out. We'll see what we can do if you come reasonable, if you're not with that foolishness. Because you with that foolishness, you're going to get a very big, strong. No. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna deal with that foolishness. But if you're about the real business and you're trying to be legit about your business and you would like to rebroadcast what we are doing here at the Not the Same podcast, go right ahead and get into the email that is not the same podcast at gmail.com. All right, man. Once again, if you did not hear, my brother Rob is not with us tonight. He is on vacation, taking some much and well-needed rest, man. But, hey, we are not going to hold back. It is so much sports going on. Without further ado, man, we're going to go ahead and see what is popping? Somebody tell me what's popping. All right, what is popping, man? We're going to start, number 1, with the NBA latest news. Look, we got 2 series going on. We got the Eastern Conference going on with the Pacers versus the Knicks. Right now, the Pacers lead 3-1 over the Knicks. They had a close win, I believe. No, they won by 9 points last night against the Knicks, putting the Knicks down 3. Quick synopsis of that series. The Knicks should not be down 3-1. The Knicks should have won that first game. Halliburton hitting a crazy shot that went basically to the top of the MSG arena and fell down and went through the nets. And that's how they lost game 1. Game 2, it was another close game. This game was the game that had the most distance in between it. What it seems like to me, in a very quick sense, it seems like the Pacers are just too fast for the Knicks. The Knicks don't have enough players. You know what I'm saying? The Pacers got like 10. They go 10 or 11 deep. And the Pacers and the Knicks go about 6.5. You know what I'm saying? They've been playing the line right. They dusted him off, man. They've been playing all these other players, Landry Shamet, you know, these B-level players that are contributing a little bit, man. But I think these players are getting old, and that's my thoughts on that particular series. Just real quick thoughts on that one. As for the Minnesota Timberwolves and OKC Thunder, OKC leads 3-1, and Minnesota, once again, man, they had a chance. They lost by 2 in this last game, and I believe they shouldn't be down as much. They should have won that last game, man, but I think this is OKC's year. They look unstoppable. They're not unstoppable on offense, but their defense is ridiculous, man. They are totally very, very hard to hold, man. It's a very tough team to deal with, and their defense is ridiculous. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, man, he looking real Kobe-esque without the dunks, but, man, that footwork is ridiculous for that brother, man. So he got them looking extra good right now. Other NBA news, give me a second as I go to my screen. Yeah, Halliburton dropped a triple-double in that last game when they won, man. I believe it's 32, 15, and 12. It's ridiculous, man. This young dude he's real nice, and he's the most awkward, good player you ever seen in your life. I mean, he got a real afflicted-looking shot. He really in the essence of Reggie Miller, except he's more of a point guard than a shooting guard like Reggie Miller, because Reggie Miller had that real afflicted-looking shot, and they got like Reggie Miller reborn. One word, light skin and everything, just like Reggie Miller. It's different. It's crazy. But also, man, Westbrook gonna have surgery on his right hand, and also Sean Kemp. He should be the one words of the day, but he please guilty to assault charge in the shooting, man. Sean Kemp has not been good since he left the NBA. Also, Halliburton's dad is being let back into the games. You know, after he tried to confront Giannis Antetokounmpo in the last series, he got banned by the NBA. He was out only 8 games, and he's now welcome back into the arena, at least up inside the suites. He couldn't be down there up front, so he don't try to fight nobody again, which was stupid. He was not going to win no fight against Giannis, but he was happy about his son. He got a little extra, just a little extra. All right, next subject. Excuse me, WNBA. As for the WNBA, am I right here? Yeah, WNBA news. Paige Beckers, who is the newest guard for the Dallas Wings, got her first win the other day versus Connecticut. Connecticut used to be a very good team, man. It's like everybody left and they dipped and went to other teams, and they're not as good anymore. But also in news for the WNBA, Caitlin Clark is hurt, man. Hey, that's scary. Caitlin Clark out for 2 weeks with a quad strain. She has been playing good. She picked up a little weight, and she's been holding on. That team is very, very good. They added a lot more depth and all that, man. I ain't see all these comments. My bad, y'all. Crispy, what's up, bro? Hey, look, I'm doing double duty. My brother Rob is not here, like I said, man. So if I'm late on these comments, y'all be all right. Crispy said, what game y'all excited for last week in the UFL? None of them. Sorry. Boomback, Mr. G say Boomback Knicks, shaking my head, going out with style. Man, Knicks, man. I don't know what's up. Pacers in the final is not appealing. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I may have different thoughts on that, Mr. G, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Back to WNBA. Like I say, Caitlin Clark is out for 2 weeks with a quad injury. And lastly, man, the Liberty, who won the championship last year, or the WNBA championship last year, seeking to sell a stake of their team. Since they getting so many record numbers and everything, the owner said, I'm going to sell it and get this paper. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't mad at them for that. That's good business sense if you're going to do that. We're going to skip the MLB news. It's a lot of games. It's 100 of them things. That's MLB news. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got for you on that one. We're going to go to the NFL news. NFL news. Caleb Williams, if you heard lately, our sister D, big Bears, she good, big Chicago everything fan. But Caleb Williams, there's some reports that came out that his dad and him did not want to go to Chicago. And his dad, I believe, said out of his mouth, that is where quarterbacks go to die. Now Caleb Williams is coming back and saying, I'm making it clear that I actually wanted to be a Bear. What I think about that, I think instead of he ain't lying, that one word line. I don't believe it. Heck nah. He didn't want to be no Bear. Nah, I think it's good now because they got a real coach and a very offensive-minded coach that was an offensive genius for the Detroit Lions last year. But when he first came there with, I can't remember the coach name, but dude was trash. He'd been through 2 coaches already, I believe, in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, he didn't want to go there. But he going to play the PC card and be smart for the Chicago faithful. So I'm not mad at him for that. Vrabel, Vrabel, the coach for, I don't know who Vrabel is the coach for right now, but Stephon Diggs is one of his players, and Stephon Diggs has appeared in a video with, he's a new boyfriend for Cardi B and some other women that was around him that had some powder out in the camera. He should have been a one word of the day, but Vrabel said he's not going to, he's kind of stressing his decision on what he going to make amid what Diggs did. Man, word to the wise for these young athletes that got money and you want to chill and hang out with women. Cut the cameras off. One word. What is you doing? And number two, Cardi B is your girl, and you got 3 other whoever's all up on you. What is you doing, dog? Like on camera. That's not smart. That is just for everybody. Message. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, man. Also, Joe Flacco said he wants to lead the quarterbacks by example for the Browns. Good luck, man. I mean, there's a bunch of Joe Flacco may be the best one. Shedeur Sanders is the 4th quarterback drafted by that team. And good luck for Shedeur. I know he gets a lot of attention, but we'll see what happens with them. But I don't think the Browns going to be that good, but we'll see. And I think that's it for all the NFL news, man. Before we move on, man, like I said, Stephon Diggs, brother, that's no bueno, man. Look, you are a millionaire. You got money. Be smart. All right, now I'm going to put up right quick because Chris asked a good question. What do you think about Travis Hunter getting married with no prenup? Look, I married my wife. I never even thought about a prenup. I'm not. But if I had that type of money and his girlfriend has already been on camera caught dancing on other dudes out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying, before they even got married, heck yeah, I would have got a prenup for what he dealing with. If you gonna decide to wife up something like that, but that brother is green as grass outside, man. And I just pray his strength because that brother is extremely green, and I hope his life doesn't get ruined by this young lady who seems to be very hungry for the camera more so than being his wife. But I pray all that changes, man. I don't wish ill on nobody, especially with somebody making a wise decision of getting married. But bruh, that's looking real questionable. Cause dog, if you dating and she ain't already been caught in the club dancing up on other folks, y'all ain't even married. Now you finna wife her down and you ain't take no prenup, brother. You as green as grass, dollars, weed. You green as all of them, brother. Like that's not very smart. It's just not very smart, brother. But he seems to be like the sweetest kid ever, man. I hope this origin story of him becoming like a real butthole doesn't get real bad, because this girl could leave him, take half his money, and this dude become a monster out here in these streets. And I hope he don't, man. I pray for the best for that dude. All right, man, we're going to get into our soapbox segment. Everybody who's watching, we're going to get to the soapbox segment right quick, man, where we go off for 2 minutes on whatever's on our mind. We're going to see what's up with that. Wrong one.
Soapbox.
Once again, this is our soapbox segment where we go off for 2 minutes on whatever is on our mind, whether it be sports or real life. I don't know. But we go off for 2 minutes. We got a time to look like this. When it's over, we ain't got no buzzer, so we got a DJ horn that sounds like this. Now, it's going to be real interesting for me to buzz myself. Also, I'm going to give a few minutes. If you guys in the comments and in the chat got some soapboxes you want to get off your chest, start typing them right now. I'm going to try to get to you right quick before I move on to the Debate Feud segment. But I'm going to start with this soapbox segment. Number one, let's go back to Travis Hunter. This is my soapbox segment. I think it's very, very sad for this young man who has got all the talent in the world to be getting lowered by Steve Urkel. If you were my age bracket, you used to watch this show called Family Matters. And there was this nerdy guy called Steve Urkel, right? What's up, Hagens? Listen, there was this nerdy guy on the show called Steve Urkel who wore his pants high. He used to talk real high, talking about, I do that. He did all that crazy stuff, right? And he was a very goofy dude. But when he played sports, he went from Steve to Stephon. Steve Urkel had handles. He could shoot that thing. He could dribble. He got very, very smooth. His alter ego was Stephon. This is what I look at as Travis Hunter. When Travis Hunter is on that field, he is awesome. He is smooth. He is coordinated. He looked like one of the best players I ever seen in life. He is great on offense, and he's great on defense. He's a great wide receiver. He's a great defensive cornerback. You know what I'm saying? He's very good. That's why he went so high in the draft. I believe he went number 2 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. He deserved it. But in real life, this dude is square as those boxes behind me. You see those? That man is that square. He's very, very square. You see the video where he got married with this young lady, I think Lorena Lee, something like that, whatever the young lady name. Congratulations for tying a knot. Salute to you for being a real one and going forth with it, man. But I fear for that brother, man, because he's so green. He's so happy. And I can't front. His wife, she look like she for the streets. I ain't judging, but I'm just saying, she kind of look like she for the streets. And I hope this brother ain't wasting his life away, finna lose all his money for somebody that don't care nothing about him. When he was coming up at Colorado trying to do interviews, she was on camera complaining like, can we leave? Can we please get up out of here? Can we do this? Like she didn't have the patience when this dude already had an endorsement deal with Adidas. So I pray that this woman softens her heart. I hope that she respects this man, and I hope this man stays pure because this dude seemed to be like a very pure soul. But with that being said, brother, you should got a prenup. I'm just saying. And I'm going to buzz my own self up out of here on that one. All right, from my brother, Haggis. Haggis say my soapbox is, my soapbox is C-Micah, worker a big boy, and every day he said my coworker is a big boy, and every day he got to have a conversation with literally everybody in the break room about what they eating for lunch. Brother. Oh, first of all, Higgins, I hate useless talking. And there's a whole lot of people that give a lot of useless talking. I just don't like it. All right, Crispy says my soapbox is the NFL should view the UFL as another source of talent, like with the NIL and college football. It makes it scouting difficult. With the NIL and college football, it makes it scouting difficult for the NFL. I get it. And he said with the UFL, it got folks that can play, and everyone should watch. Now, listen, I don't watch a lot of UFL, but actually, Crispy, I agree on that. That's a very, very good point. You know what I'm saying? Because the UFL now, they were supposed to have an in route into the NFL. The Rock supposed to have something hooked up with them, but it's still just jumping off. So I say give it time. The Battlehawks usually look good. The St. Louis team, I watched a few of them games, and not just the Battlehawks, but other games. It is a fun league to watch, but it got to have some time to grow. It's only like 2 or 3 years in. All right, last one. And then Hagan said one more thing about young little mama that married my man Travis Hunter. She barely wanted to hold his hand at the wedding. Like, man, that's embarrassing, man. Don't do that, man, like that. Listen, little mama, this man is taking you to a financial world you never was going to be at. I'm just going to say that. I don't care if he's dorky, nerdy, or whatever. Unfortunately, and a lot of people don't like to hear this, that one word is the prize. You ain't. Period. I'm just saying. All right, man, we're going to go on to our debate feud segment before I get myself in trouble. Here we go. All right. This is our debate feud segment where normally me and my brother Rob will go back and forth over particular subjects, but today is going to be just me. So I would need y'all help. Well, I mean, y'all can help and y'all ain't got to help if y'all want to, but I would like your help on these debate feud questions. What y'all think about this? So I'm gonna take 5 minutes and go over, I believe, 4 different subjects, man. And the first one for the night is going to be this one. Here's the first question. Was Ant-Man soft for not owning up to the fact that he was struggling last game? Now, I'm going to show y'all a video to explain what I'm talking about this right here when I'm talking about Ant-Man so y'all can understand what this is. Where did it go? Here we go.
I don't look at it like I struggled or he struggled. They had a good game plan, making us get off the ball. Especially for me, man, it was super in the gaps. I made the right play all night, so I don't really look at it like I struggled. I didn't get enough shots to say I struggled, so that might be how you guys look at it. But, yeah, I didn't struggle at all. I made the right play.
All right, so Ant-Man says he did not struggle. He was making the right plays. Listen, my thoughts about this. So the question is for this debate feud, was Ant-Man soft for not owning up to the fact that he was struggling last game? So he's saying, let me give you the premise of why I think this is goofy. For him to even say this. Ant-Man is a superstar. Now, he don't want to take the mantle of being the face of the league, but the NBA is trying very, very hard to try to make him the face of the league. I actually don't think he is, but he's the face of the streets. This dude is the shooting guard. He's very, very good. And when he is playing in that demon time mode, he's very hard to stop. He's like 6'5". He's strong. He's athletic as ever. And his jumper is extra wet. He's shooting extremely well. But this last game, I believe in the first half, he only shot like 2 shots. And for the game, he was like 5 of 17. Brother, you are a superstar. Your life is on the line. You are playing against the MVP. You supposed to go out there and try to murder this dude. What is you shooting 5 shots for? And he said later on in that interview, like, yo, well, we only lost by 2. I get it. But it took superhuman plays for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. It took superhuman plays for my other guy, White Dante DiVincenzo. All these players that are not normally great players had to step up because you didn't step up. I remember when LeBron was early in his career and he used to talk about, he didn't take the last shot. He made the pass like I made the right play. When you are a superstar player, there's a different onus on you to take over the game. We don't want you to make the best play. We want you to win the game, one word. You supposed to go out shooting 30 times. I'd rather you go out shooting 45 times and go 5 for 45 than go 5 for 17 and barely shoot, man. Like, that is just very ignorant. Like, you are a great player and you got to step up to it. One thing about SGA don't talk a lot. He come with it. He had one bad game in the playoffs, bruh. One bad game. One. This dude always come with it. Now, I don't love the way he play, but he always banana peeling at 30 points. He is a foul merchant, but he is money inside that 3-point line. And he can shoot 3 decently too. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, I think Edwards should have stepped on the neck of that team. He should have been more aggressive. Now he has no choice but to be aggressive. Think if Ant scores his regular 21, 22 points, they win that game. You feel me? Now, the flip side is DiVincenzo might not have scored as much. Nickeil Alexander-Walker may not have scored as much. But who do you want scoring these points? You want those other guys leading and scoring, or do you want Ant leading and scoring? I would say Ant. I'm going to go to the chat, see what y'all talking about. Over here. Let's see. I'm going to start Wifey. My wifey say his answer was prideful, in my opinion. Of course, he didn't want to admit that he was wrong, in my opinion. Hager said if he making the right plays, then no issue. But they lost, so maybe he wasn't making the right plays. Hold on, where my buzz at? Hagens? Exactly. The right play when you are a great player is to shoot. It's not the right play to pass because you are a dog. You are that. All right, David Burns, what's up, bro? David says, Edwards the modern-day John Starks. 4 points at a half is in a must-win game. Clown, listen, I agree with that. Now, I think he's much better than John Starks, but I get the point. I get what you're saying. He say, David say he's watching from Cedar Hill, Texas. Salute, brother. Appreciate you. All right, Mr. G says he didn't want to force shots. Finch better dial up a better offense for Ant. Listen, Mr. G, I hear you on that, bro, but he ain't got 4 shots, brother. He's that good. I say he got 4 shots. Look, your life and death is on the line. You can't look at it and say, man, coach tripping. He ain't do up the right play. Coach can't play the game, bro. Like, I think Finch is a decent coach, but I think those high-level players, they got to be in kill mode, bro. And he wasn't in kill mode that night. I know they was playing them very, very tough on defense, in my opinion. Look, the Thunder's defense is ridiculous. They are historically good. So I get it. It was hard for him to get through it. It was hard for him to get open. Brother, take over the offense, bro. Give me a pick. Holla, what's big dude name? I don't know. One of the big men. Give me a pick. Give me a pick so I can get this dude off me. Keep doing the pick till you get somebody like you was doing the old school NBA. Run the pick over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Until he get open. Because this dude got to score, because I think more than anybody else on that court for the Timberwolves, there's one person that I think going to have the better chance to make that shot. His name is Anthony Edwards. But that's all we got for that one, man. We're going to move on to the next question. All right. Seems like we're heading to a Thunder versus Pacers NBA finals. Is this good or bad for the league? Once again, it seems like we're heading to a Thunder versus Pacers NBA final. Is this good or bad for the league? My thoughts. Now, I am a diehard NBA fan, right? So for me, as a diehard NBA fan, I think this is great for the league. I think it's outstanding for the league because for me, it doesn't have to be major market teams. It doesn't have to be LeBron. It doesn't have to be Steph for the NBA Finals to be a good finals. I think it's going to be great basketball. If the Indiana Pacers mess around and win this, and if the Thunder win this, I really think the Thunder going to win this. And now, New York may not beat the Pacers because, Pacers could choke. They're young. But if the Pacers and the Thunder end up in the finals, I don't think it's bad for the league, man, because I understand it's not big markets. I understand the ratings may not be the greatest. I get it. I understand it. The ratings may not be the greatest. It may not be the poppy team, and you may not know these players. But the NBA has to, in my opinion, one day learn how to have a league without LeBron and without Steph. These one words ain't going to live forever, dog. You know what I'm saying? Steph is 37 years old. LeBron is 40, and he is a modern medical miracle. But even him is getting hurt. He is either getting hurt at this point in his career. You know what I'm saying? So they can't just keep squeezing that lemon that it gas to be those two for the NBA to be good. Or it gas to be the Knicks because the fans are so good. How about becoming fans of other teams? Watch the game, bro. Watch the game. If you actually watch the game and don't look at the stats, Halliburton is cold. I didn't think he was that good. He showed me something the other night. He's good. He's very good. He's a very smart point guard. So, man, that's what I think. But let's go to the crowd and see what y'all are talking about. All right, Stephanie Padilla, watching for Chicago, Illinois. Good to see you, sis. Appreciate you watching. All right, Mr. G says, parity is great for the NFL, not the NBA. I disagree. But I hear you, though, Mr. G. Let's see. Hagan say, I like the small market teams in the finals. The ratings might not like it, though. I also agree with that. Marcus, what's up, my bro? Marcus say, great for the league. We need new blood. Hallie for president. Dang, for president? Okay. Hallie nice, bro. I can't even front, though. Let's see. I will watch NBA no matter what, but the dollars matter to silver. I get that, and I fully agree. Now, in the business sense, it's not going to be good for the NBA when it comes to the NBA makes its money off of drama and casual fans. Let's be honest. The NFL makes its money off of diehards because NFL breaks through just man watching. It's not just man that watch the NFL. Women watch the NFL. Women know about the NFL. They can break down things in the NFL. It's a good game to understand. It's easy to understand. Also, it's one game a week. So it's easier for people to pick it up. The NBA is different. You have to be a diehard. But I think the NBA need to do more of the NFL model where you're promoting teams more so than just players. I get it. There's not as many people on the roster, but if you're a Cowboys fan, it don't matter who the quarterback is. You like the Cowboys. If you're a Steelers fan, unfortunately, it don't matter who the quarterback is, and they all been trashed, but you still gonna like the Steelers. But when it go to the NBA, it's people that I just like LeBron. Or now that Halliburton is good, I just like Halliburton. Or, back when my boy Ja was good, I just like Ja. Or, whoever it may be, whoever young budding superstar or Steph Curry, I just like Steph Curry. So I'm just going to follow wherever he's at. That's not by accident. See, it seems like that's the only way that people watch the league. No, they watch the league because that's the way the NBA have set it up. Mainly Adam Silver, not so much the former not general manager, whatever, the commissioner. The former commissioner wasn't like that. He wasn't the same. He was more trying to do it in the in the NFL model. I think it'll be better for the NBA for the longevity of this league is to move towards teams because you got to do that because, like I said, LeBron and them ain't going to be here forever, man. You had Jordan, then you had Kobe, then you got LeBron, then you got Steph. All those folks are old. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, Kobe not with us no more. Jordan's about to be on TV talking, and LeBron about to be trying to own the Vegas team. You know what I'm saying? And Steph almost out, man. So I understand the business model is going to say we got to get where the eyes is at or whatever. But also as the business, there's something that you call marketing. And you have to move your marketing to teams. You got to move your marketing to small markets because, look, that's who's finna win in the NBA. It's no more of these big threes and big fives and big eights. That's no more. because of all these basically the hard cap that the NBA have, that really ain't the hard cap, but they ain't really saying it's a hard cap, but it's a hard cap because they moved to that, and all those aprons, you gonna have one superstar and one half superstar, and you better build through that draft. And look at the teams that's gonna end up in the finals. Indiana, they traded for Halliburton. Everybody else they drafted or traded for. They built that team. A lot of them people on that team ain't making a lot of money. Look at Oklahoma City Thunder. They can write books on building the team. You know what I'm saying? The most well-built team ever, and they still got a gazillion number 1 draft picks. Anyway, I ran it. My bad. Let me go back to the chat, and then we're gonna move on. Let's see. Hagen say facts though. We definitely seeing a change of the guard in these playoffs. We're in a new era. None of these stars from the 2000s to the 10s are in the playoffs. Exactly. Stephanie Padilla, she laughed at the Knicks making a comeback and beating the Pacers. it probably ain't gonna happen, sis. But you know, all things are possible, but probably not. All right. My boy Marcus say NBA business says Ant versus New York. The basketball guys say otherwise. He ain't look. Yep. 100%. No one was Golden State fans until Steph. Fans will follow. That's a very good point, bro. And then Hagen says, lastly, before we move on, it's crazy. I never noticed that, but you're right, see. I got a homeboy who follows LeBron wherever he go, but he loyal to the Bengals no matter what. No matter how trash they are. NFL is different. And that was all, as I say this as we move on, that was all strategic. That's the way the NBA planned it to be, and that's why it's like that. That's the only reason. When the NBA decides to change that model, it'll be better. Trust me, it'll be better for the league because, yes, the NBA is way more global than the NFL, but the NFL is the big dog and it's not even close. They're making all type of money. All right. Football question right quick. All right, should the Steelers keep waiting on Aaron Rodgers or move on? Should the Pittsburgh Steelers keep waiting on Aaron Rodgers or move on? What do y'all think about that? For my football fans, which I know all of y'all are, should the Steelers keep waiting on Aaron Rodgers or move on? Me as a newly minted, hold on, let me get some water. Me as a newly Steelers fan, in my small time as a Steelers fandom, I have never seen a good quarterback. The best thing or the closest thing to a decent quarterback was last year with Russell Wilson, the ghost of Russell Wilson, who played decently and got us to the playoffs because we can do whatever we want to do. We can play bad. We can lose how many games we want to. We're going to end up in the playoffs because Mike Tomlin is that great of a coach, but we ain't going to win nothing. And I think the Steelers need to win something. Should they keep waiting on Aaron Rodgers or move on the sense of that we have never had a good quarterback, and the Steelers media is talking about, even man, I can't remember, old man, Bradshaw. Bradshaw was talking on radio today, like, this is a atrocity for the Steelers to even be doing something like this. We are above stuff, something to be dealing like this and waiting on somebody, on Aaron Rodgers. He shouldn't even come to the Steelers. We good with Mason Rudolph. Look, first of all, heck no, Mason Rudolph, man, come on, bro, get out of here. Get out of here. That's a big. No, Mason Rudolph. No. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is, in my opinion, what the Steelers need to do. What they need to do is invest and find a quarterback. They should have kept Justin Fields, in my opinion. Why did you let him go? He was young. He was moldable. I get it. He runs a lot. His arm wasn't as great as Russell Wilson. But listen, you got wide receivers, you got a good running back, and you got a good defense. You can live without a great quarterback. You can have a quarterback with like basically a system quarterback that can just protect the ball and not turn it over. All right, here's the thing, Tomlin, coach him. This is the problem with coaches sometimes, in my opinion. I can't do nothing with this player. He ain't good enough yet. Okay, build him up. Make him better, man. That's what I think, in my opinion. All right, I'm going to go to the chat right quick. Let's see, my boy Hagen says, the Steelers need to move on from Rodgers. He ain't going to make them a Super Bowl team. Exactly. And then he said they need to build towards the future. I got that. B+, what's up, my boy? B+ says, as a football fan, move on. As a Bengals fan, keep waiting. I ain't scared of them. Sign them. I feel you. He said, Miss G said, apparently Cousins is the backup choice. LOL. I mean, it's like two wrongs that making it right now. Cousins is solid. But Cousins was good for like 5 games last year for Atlanta. All of a sudden, he turned back into Cousins. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not overjoyed with the Steelers' offensive coordinator, so I don't know how good Cousins will be without a great offensive coordinator and somebody really protecting him without him getting blasted out there. So Cousins would be better than anything that the Steelers have right now on their roster. So I'm cool with that, and I understand that. But as for the Aaron Rodgers thing, I think I agree with Bradshaw in this sense. The Steelers is a prideful organization. They've been good for a long, long time. They only had like 4 coaches in their history. They moved with a very prestigious way, and it's looking real bad for them, you know, in the sense of the quarterback. And it look bad for them to be waiting on the Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, he ain't what he used to be. Like, I get it. He was great. He is not great no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure his mind is still great, but he's not great no more, man. Now, he also will be better at everything. All the other players they get, I would choose, in my opinion, Cousins over Rodgers. And I think Rodgers is better, but Cousins ain't going to come with no drama, though. That's the point. Rodgers going to have some drama. You know he's going to end up on Pat McAfee show talking crazy, embarrassing himself, and saying something about Tomlin and doing some petty stuff, man. You know he always with that. So, yeah, I ain't with that. All right, Hagan says, Brock Purdy, the perfect example of not needing a good quarterback if the other pieces are in place. The problem is the Steelers don't have those pieces in place. Now, they don't have as many pieces as the 49ers, but they got a decent running back, and they got at least one good wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? And they got a good defense. A lot of teams win with just a good defense, Higgins. So if you got a good defense, you can win. You can win. Like, I still think, like I said once again, I think they should have kept Justin Fields, man. They shouldn't have moved on from him. I get it, he's not great, but they could have kept him and built that guy into being a good quarterback. Excuse me. B Plus says, I'm shocked they are carrying on like this. The Steelers are a model organization. This is something historically we, the Bengals, would do. Listen, number one,
He ain't lying.
B Plus. That's 1,000% true. And the Bengals is looking like a historic organization right now. And the Steelers looking like the clowns. Like they need to move on and move with the pride that they deserve, man. Like, I just think this is a bad look. All right, one more subject before I wrap it up tonight. And I thank all of y'all for rocking with me tonight, you know, doing this solo dolo. I appreciate you, man. I do not take it lightly. Thank you very, very much. All right, last debate for tonight. Caitlin Clark will be out for 2 weeks with a quad injury. Will the WNBA ratings plummet? Caitlin Clark will be out for 2 weeks with a quad injury. Will the WNBA ratings plummet? Here's my answer.
Yep.
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes. And here's the reason why I think it will. I think the product is good enough for the ratings not to plummet. And I think their product is growing, and I think their authentic fan bases are actually growing. But there's one person that's leading that whole lead. There's one, the Steph Curry of the WNBA is Caitlin Clark. She brings all the eyes. Everybody comes to watch Caitlin Clark, and then they recognize other people. Obviously, Asia Wilson has been great for years. Nafisa Collier over there, she is balling. She's probably the best player in the league right now. And that's great teams in the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot more teams than just the Fever. But it's the Magic and Bird thing. When she came in, and old girl from Chicago Sky came in, they had the built-in rivalry. Everybody was coming at it from day one. But, I mean, it is what it is. She leads the ratings. She runs that league, and she just got in the league last year. Her being out for 2 weeks will hurt the ratings, but I think they will recover. But I will say this, though, that the WNBA market everybody. Caitlin Clark is your bell cow, obviously. She is the bell cow. She is the linchpin of what you need. But there's a lot of other good players. She's an outstanding star. But build your league right now while you got that flame. I think one thing I love about these new stars is that a lot of these women, the WNBA used to kind of seem like it was just a league for pride. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hopefully you get what I'm putting down. That's your choice. That's what you're going to do. That's between you and yourself and your creator. That's what you want to do. But it always kind of seemed like that was what only that league was about in the marketing. The marketing has kind of changed because all these new stars ain't really about that. You know what I'm saying? They got dudes and they got relationships. They public about it. These women are runway model type women. And what I mean, I'm not saying they all great looking, but what I mean when I say runway model, what I mean, they're fashionable and they're flexing their sexiness, so to speak. It's kind of different. So it's like a whole different vibe, and I think it's kind of bringing a whole different type of fans to it, because the people that were against that lifestyle was kind of like, ugh, with the WNBA. But then when it started changing, everybody's like, okay, we cool with it. So I think they're in their birthing stage to go very, very great and get very, very big, as much as a women's league can. There's nothing wrong with a women's league, but I think they're in their birthing stages to become very, very good. They'll get over this Caitlin Clark thing. It's only 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to the comments right quick to see what y'all talking about. I'll go all the way back. B Plus says, yes, they are. And then Hager said, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard the Fever tickets dropped drastically in price when she went down. Oh, that's true. I did hear that too, bro. B Plus says, she's a mega star. That like prime Tiger Woods not playing a major. Yeah, that's like prime Tiger Woods not playing a major. Yeah, she is like the Tiger Woods of the WNBA. That is very, very true, bro. David Burns says, they'll be fine for a couple of weeks. They have a solid depth on their team. It's going to be fun to see which player each game takes over, whether it's Boston, Howard, Mitchell, or Bonner gets in the groove. Yeah, I think they'll be fine. Their record will be just good. You know what I'm saying? B Plus says ladies are looking like ladies, and that helps the ratings, just like when the NBA started doing the fashion thing. Yeah. Ditto. I fully agree with that. You know what I'm saying? He said it great. I ain't going no further. Thank you, B Plus. Miss G said, if that young lady on Seattle gets a dunk, ratings will rise. Probably. Like I say, they have their own fans. They're not fanless. So I don't want to go too far. It's just Caitlin Clark is so way out far and above beyond anybody else that's out there, because she just has that magnetic. She don't even really have a magnetic personality, honestly. Her play, I guess, brings people to her. Also, you know, she's a young white lady, and that brings in that type of fans. And, you know, she's clean, but, you know, she a hooper. You know, she kind of got that, what they call it, GWH thing going on, if you know what that means. But I think she brings in a lot of fans, but I think this league is going to be good, because I've watched way more WNBA games now since she's in the league, and when she ain't even playing, but her being on the league kind of brought me to watching those games. So I got to salute her, and I got to salute the league. I think they're making the most of it. And with that being said, man, hey, on this one, man, I think the league will be all right. The ratings will be down for 2 weeks. As soon as she come back, there's going to be a big ratings boost. And it'll be like, Caitlin's back tonight, and it's going to be a big game, and the ratings are going to be skyrocketing again. So one more thing before I get up out of here for the day. All right, as the bottom, you'll see my brother Rob, because he's not here, and I ain't feel like changing this graphic. But I thank everyone. I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight as I fought through this by myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talked this much in a long time. So I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. But do what you see on the screen right quick. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to Not the Same Podcast. And lastly, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we are live. One more thing. Have you ever thought, I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? You can hit up our Cash App and go to Not the Same Cash App sign, Not the Same Podcast, or you can go to www.notthesamepodcast.com/support. Either way, you can support us that way, and you can also pray for us, man. Pray for my brother Rob. Rob is on vacation right now, getting some much-needed R&R. My brother will be back next week, but as for that, I will be back tomorrow with our Music and Faith show. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for another Music and Faith show where we'll go through some of the latest and greatest in CHH music, as well as positive, clean hip-hop. With that being said, man, we'll see y'all tomorrow night. And I'm C-Micah, and I'm out, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. Y'all have a great night, and tune in tomorrow night, man. We're going to have some fun. You know what I'm saying? We out.
About our Father's business. Crime mode. Filled with His Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene. Episode. About our Father's business.